Okay, mate. We back. We back. Yo. So it's been a minute. Um, so I only drew out a couple trades Monday, Tuesday, Thursday this week. So I have to go back and replay Wednesday. I think today we're just gonna replay today, which is Friday, and then in another video maybe we'll do Wednesday and or go over some of the trades that happened because I didn't place any trades Thursday. I think I lost twice. Now what was I think I had like a slightly below. I think I was like 1 for 3 on Tuesday. I don't know. It wasn't the best week, but wasn't horrible. And I was thinking about popping back on the prop game this week, but I decided nah. Yeah. So I kind of know what happens macro on this day. I accidentally hit the play button when I was on the daily. Oops. But we'll just kind of go through the rigmarole. This was a big old demand zone that we're popping straight up into. I mean, again, I know what happens, and you probably do too if you're watching this after it came out. But this demand zone doesn't hold. Spoiler alert. Or the supply zone. Not that it's... Looking at it now, I don't actually know why I drew this. Like, I guess it would be that. That's where there's a big fat gappy poo. Crazy. So I guess it would be that. So maybe, we'll leave that in there. This demand zone got smashed through. So we're seeing like good bullish momentum come in. So I would be thinking, let's be cautious about shorting. Let's just refine this a little bit. But yeah, we're in a nice uptrend right now. We're recovering all this shit that happened, and maybe it just wants to fill in this gap. But stocks go up, baby. So I feel good about this. Lost one of my USB joints, so I'm typing on a different keyboard. Okay, we're good. I don't know what's going on there, but yeah, uptrend. These value areas just keep pumping up and up and up. We're opening at the top of yesterday's price action, kind of consolidating, but we are testing higher and higher above the value area. Already broke the most recent major highs, so we're kind of in new territory. Maybe we'll come back down to POC from yesterday, and yeah, I'm just gonna draw that out just in case that happens. And it is, we want to just get over to 9 o'clock. Oh, 9:30. And down to POC. Are we going to bounce? We did do a little bouncy. Let's see what's going on here. Micro, because like something that screwed me up that I've done before. Something that screwed me up the other day was like just seeing a huge flush down, and then I immediately tried to catch the bounce off of an older zone. And like sometimes you just gotta wait, even though like this POC and there could be a zone here. Sometimes you just gotta wait for it to make that higher low. So like if that's our zone, let's see if we tap this. Yeah, let's see if we bounce out of there. So like pre-market, I mean, look at that, dude. Even though you made a higher low here, you are pre-market. Like, what would happen if you just took it up to that high, maybe? It's a nice, easy 30 points before it's even 9 o'clock. I mean, you see what I mean? So we know if we're going to continue bullish, maybe we'll test out the POC before we continue up. Let's not, you can buy down here and it still obviously works out. But I've been, just based on what happens to me when I buy straight into a bounce like that, maybe let's just wait for this higher low right here where we made a recent zone, a fresh zone. You know what I'm saying? So that's nice. That's pre-market, so I don't want to count that as something, but I do want to mark that. Jesus, you'd think I'd know how to use this thing by now. Okay. Makes another bounce. I'll be like, okay. Got a little excited there. Let's get our channels in. I forgot I made a favorites bar and I just haven't been using it. Okay, so we've been in a downtrend. But it's kind of like, now I know the day ends bullish, so it's kind of like, no. But if I didn't know that, maybe I would be thinking that this is the top. Or maybe I'd be thinking that we're going to test this zone first before we keep going down. And then inside here, looking at, I don't know, 9 o'clock, 9:30. Okay. This is kind of actually a little situation here, and it's kind of bouncing down right now. So this can be like a place you look to get short. We did break this low. It's bouncing off of VWAP again. So maybe we think about getting short here. There it goes. But that's already a ton of risk. So 65 points. And if you are looking for a 1-to-1, I was asking it to break the slow in here. What does the VP tell you? There's not a lot of volume in this area. It is like kind of breaking down from this supply gap, just volume gap. And you're like, maybe you could bounce off value area low. So if you're getting in here, I would say, I don't know. But I don't love this little green candle. It is very wicky, but you could get in there. That actually doesn't change it much. A little unobscene. Let's just say you got in there. See what happens. Go straight up. See? Yeah. And why wouldn't you do that? I think we're thinking maybe it bounces off the value area low. I think we have like kind of we did break this low, but like I made a bottom here, looking for reversal maybe upwards. Yeah, so now we're definitely like thinking this is more of a bullish turn. Can we break this high up here? That was a steep rejection, you know? And I think we might want to look at kind of like, this is a zone. This is a zone. Broke through both of those. Well, broke through the first one. We get a little bouncy poo here. Let's also see what the smaller channel looks like. We got a little bit of time on our end. This is why I don't love the 931 early, because like it would have been like, oh yeah, you're hitting the top of that channel. Time to go short if you're just looking at the channel, but obviously that doesn't work. Pushes right through that bad Larry, and you can see how quickly it turns. Doesn't take much to turn it. And now you're hitting the bottom of it from the bottom. So let's see if there's a little reaction right here. Yeah, it did break through that, but now we're breaking off of a POC down here. The POC, yeah. Value area low has become yesterday's POC. So I'm bullish on this, boy. I don't know. I'm going to put something in. If we break above this, let's say, that's short. Say we break above this. It's like perfectly what we're looking for. Trade now. Okay. So yeah, that's like pretty much what happened. What I lost on the other day when I was like, there was a big, just on a bigger scale, but like there was this huge flush down, and I just took one bounce. But this is more recent, so no, maybe we're gonna bounce out of the value area. You know, that's not great. It's kind of like, what's the trend? What's the trend? Yeah. Still finding a bond, maybe. Uh, 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 this is like a little, I don't know if I would draw this out, but this is like a little bit of kind of the zone that it left. But I don't love taking this long there. It might work, but this action doesn't look great. We're kind of bouncing out of this like consolidation. I mean, that doesn't work worse for a 1-to-1. And okay, you get a little bounce here. I think that's decent. That's your POC. Yeah, bottom of this zone is really just like there's correlating. It's lined up with this shelf. There's no volume down below that, so maybe price just doesn't want to go up. There's a little bit of a thing here, but there's a, I'm just going to mark this like kind of high volume area. Like maybe that would be a good target if that meets our 1-to-1. It does not even close. But let's just try this one out. Say you bought in there. Bouncing above the VWAP, bouncing off of the POC with like a higher low. Obviously kind of making higher lows back here. Bottom. Haven't broken this guy yet, but just kind of overall bearish, bullish. So the blue reg channel's looking bullish, but wow, just not our day, huh? Okay, if you're taking these live, just like maybe that's where you give up. 38. Wait for my points. It's like it wants to take out your stop and then just goes a little bit lower and then turns up. Uh, it's just one of those days thus far. Uh, I think there was news today. It's like a lot of wicks going on. A lot of wicks going on. John Quick. But like you can see that it's overall, it just keeps like breaking highs. Even if you think it can't go higher, it keeps going higher. But like I'm trying to think, where was the entry? I guess that pre-market one. If you held this, well, no, because it would have taken you out if you kept your stop there. I don't know. I wonder if it hits this. Yeah, interesting. So yeah, there wasn't really a great entry on the bottom, near the bottom. Uh, just trying to think, like, damn, like this would, if you did draw this out, which I don't, just like all the wicks around here suggest that this isn't like the best zone, but this turned out to be like the deck. So far, I mean, it's like, look how far it's gone, so it'll be a little risky. Where's that high? Broke through this one. This is the next one. Then just takes off. I mean, it's like you want to get in with the trend, but some of these zones aren't beautiful. Like you could think of this as something. That one could work, but kind of broke above the top of the 1801 channel and then bounced off of it. So that's something. I guess that's not the worst, right? I feel like I've taken worse zones. Like there's a little bit of a gap here. It does fill it with this one. That's not horrible on a day like this. Uh, Going straight up to that zone, that demand zone. Max through this bitch. Ooh, so close. Like again, that day that I took it, it kind of looked like this. It was like flush down, green candle at a zone. I took it long and I got crushed. There's that. If you do buy in on that one, you still get crushed if your stop is right below here. So you just got to take into account that momentum, that downward momentum. Why? I don't even know why I have the right channels on here. Not gonna lie, this day sucks, bro. Sure, somebody made a lot of money today, but it would not have been me. Or movement. A little bit of a push. Okay, we're breaking some highs here. We're breaking some highs. Yeah, man. You're just gonna have days like this, and you have to give yourself. You have to know when it's reached a point that you just gotta walk away. Uh, just cracking these highs, man. It's so funny to watch. They're like just take all these like trades in the right direction that end up failing, and then it takes off. But that's story of a trader, am I right? If you did get crushed today, scalping long, don't worry about it too much. You'll get it back. Yeah, the price action is just like, it just feels like it's the moves. It really grinds its way up on this part of the up move, but like the down moves have like a lot of force, and they're kind of just like, I guess it's just grabbing liquidity, and it just has like enough momentum to like take out your stops, even if you got in like at a decent place. It's just looking for liquidity today. You have like these higher lows moving up closer and closer to this area that it can't reach. And another bottom. I'm at 3:30 now. This is interesting. I think we could at least test this top. There's probably a lot of volume here, but let's try one more. I mean, the stop on that is fucking insane. Let's try that. If it breaks. Yeah, it's just not our day, man. It just gets you in and then takes you out. Yep. But yeah, I would have gotten crushed today. And really, you should have probably stopped trading before you take that. But like that was grasping at straws, really. You see that? It's not even a good candle to go along enough, but you get this big fat zone right here. A lot of dang volume, not a lot of volume below it. That's kind of where you see exactly where that wick is. There's no volume where the wick is. Pops up, bounces. Yeah, that's not a good entry though. There's no like higher highs back here that takes you to 4. Yeah, what a shit day, huh? Hopefully Wednesday is better. But this would have been a mixed results week for me. You're gonna have red weeks. Okay. You're gonna have red weeks. Gonna happen. Set a loss limit. And don't let those losses run away in a way that crushes your account or whatever. All right, boys. See you later.